Hello everyone, in this demo I'm going to talk about how Netskope's Next-Gen Secure Web Gateway can help you protect company-sensitive data regardless of the method you use to access, upload, or share it. As we know that more than 2,400 cloud applications are being used on an average in the enterprise, and while these apps are good for collaboration and productivity, they present blind spots for existing secure web gateways, especially when it comes to sensitive data protection. For example, you may be using Microsoft 365 or Google Workspace as a managed application suite, but with legacy security controls, it is not easy to block people from logging into their personal accounts. Netskope gives you that flexibility to allow users to log into their personal accounts, but also keep track of how they interact with data and how you can control where it goes. For example, I'm using Google Drive as part of my sanctioned application suite, and I'm allowed, as per the corporate policy, to upload personal documents along with company-sensitive data. So I've got a couple of files over here, one of them being, it says family stuff, but pretty much I'm just taking personal notes or something that is non-sensitive to the company. But the other document that I have, it's a credit card authorization form, which has the username, credit card number with bank security code, so everything that covers up under the PCI DSS profile. Now, as you can see, I am logged in with f01@netscope.com into this account and simply browse to drive.google.com, right? So I can do the same thing and log into a personal account. Now, this time around, again, going to drive.google.com and logging in with farouk.netscope@gmail, which is a personal account. Now, this time around, if I try to upload the same files, I can upload personal document to it because it's not sensitive to the company at all. But if I try to upload that credit card authorization form, it gets inspected in real time and I get a block pop-up telling me that I violated a DLP policy and an incident has been generated against this action. So this clearly shows that we can easily identify between different instances of a single application, but this again can go beyond that, right? So even if you're going to a webmail, Outlook, Gmail, Hotmail, anything out there, right? And if I try to upload sensitive data and try to attach it as, for example, a password protected file, same thing happens. I've got a different type of policy looking after the password protected files and it gets blocked right away. Now there are hundreds of cloud storage services out there, but Dropbox being one of the famous ones, I'm going to use it as an example to see if I can upload my sensitive data to it. Now, since it is not part of my sanctioned application suite, I won't be able to upload sensitive data to it because although it's a good application, nothing wrong with it, but since it's not part of my sanctioned app suite, I'm not able to. Now this is all well and good where I can browse to a website and it gets blocked when I try to upload sensitive data. But let's try to upload the same type of data through CLI using PowerShell script, for example. So I've got a Dropbox API PowerShell that actually creates a connection using the bearer token and then tries to upload the same type of file but through a different channel, right? It's using the API instead of the web request through the browser. It also gets inspected, and I was actually changing the file name from credit card authorization form PDF to a docx file. It eventually got inspected in this way as well, and I get a failed notification for it. Now, another way of looking at it is a lot of organizations are using infrastructure as a service platform like AWS or Azure, or even GCP for that matter. There are hundreds of S3 buckets being used by an organization, and I might try to exfiltrate the data through that. And since I've got specific S3 buckets where I am allowed to upload data, but not to all of them, then I can use the same type of data security controls to block anyone from uploading or exfiltrating the data that way. I've got two S3 buckets listed over here, and the one I'm going to try to upload it to is for -backup. Copy sample data to S3. And what happens is that same file gets inspected in real time. The content is being looked at, and it's again violating a DLP policy, and I'm not able to do that right now. This is from a user's perspective. Now, if I want to look into the different types of incidents and alerts that got generated, I'll get back into my tenant and start looking into the incidents for DLP. Now, as you can see over here, I've got a couple of alerts being generated, starting from the latest one, which is sample-data.xls file being uploaded to Amazon S3 bucket. And we can see 89 different violations across it. Now, if you want to drill down to see which user it was, well, I'm the one logging into this machine, and I'm the one trying to upload it to that specific URL, so forum.backup. Now let's look at the different types of incidents that got generated. It is related to the profile PCI DSS. That's the specific rule it got triggered against, and there are others in that same file. It could be the address and the name of that person coming up, so there are different lines and content being matched to different profiles, and that's why we see 89 different types of violations being marked off here. In this way, the organizations can determine malicious or accidental leakage attempts and keep track of user activities, regardless of which SaaS platform they're using. I hope this was informative for you, and thank you for watching.